Hi guys, so I'm sorry for missing yesterday. First of all, I had every intention of doing a video, but I was watching Britain's Got Talent with my family and eating Viennetta ice cream, which is really nice, by the way. And then when I finally got upstairs again, I had a quick chat with somebody online, and then I fell asleep before I could do the video. I was really tired. So yeah, I'm really sorry. Britain's Got Talent was actually really good. There was loads of acts that I absolutely loved, like Attraction, who won, Luminites, and Jack Carroll. Two of those were in the top 3 actually. But yeah, so they were absolutely amazing. Especially Jack, he was awesome. But yeah, so that brings me nicely on to today's topic, which was, who do you look up to? I know that this is a 30-day trans challenge, and so the impression I get is that I ought to include that mostly as the main part of my topic. But honestly, I'm not just trans. I am a lot of things. I'm an older brother. I'm a maths geek. I'm a lot more things aside from trans. So not all of my role models are trans. So I'm not just going to focus on that. But yeah, on to this. So one of the people that I don't know whether it counts as looking up to, but that I certainly admire, especially after yesterday, is Jack Carroll. He was the comedian on Britain's Got Talent who has cerebral palsy, and what I really admire about him is that he makes the best of a bad situation. Obviously, having cerebral palsy is not a particularly pleasant thing. I've not got any personal experience, but from what I can tell from my reading and stuff, it's pretty awful, and he manages to make jokes about it and make it an unimportant part of his life. And I really admire that courage, really, to stand up and say, you know what, I'm disabled, but let's laugh at that instead of have a problem with it. So yeah, that's one person I look up to. Like I said before, I am a huge maths geek, and there's quite a lot of mathematicians that I really look up to. People like Ramanujan, Andrew Wiles, and Alan Turing. They all have made huge leaps in their field beyond what I can even describe, and I would love to be like them one day, to have that sort of impact on science and mathematics. And yeah, the slightly vain part of me says that I would love my name attached to a theorem one day, because, you know, how amazing would that be? Quick history lesson. Ramanujan was an Indian mathematician with no formal training, who absolutely blew the socks off British mathematicians like Hardy when he came over, and basically whacked out loads of theorems in his unpolished, not quite official way of writing proofs. And he advanced mathematics so quickly. Turing, a few more people might know him. He was one of the key players in cracking the Enigma code back in World War II. Without him, a lot more people would probably have died, and it would have been a lot more awful. And Andrew Wiles is the most recent of them. He, in 1994 or 95, I think, finally proved Fermat's last theorem. The proof that he came up with was ridiculously complicated, and I could never hope to understand it. But yeah, he was amazing too. I mean, it had been a problem that had deluded people for hundreds of years. And then after a lifetime of work, practically, he cracked it. And that sort of dedication to your skill and that sort of determination to further knowledge is something that I really look up to and that I want to emulate one day. Some other people I look up to are my friends, some specific friends, who have never judged me even when they've disagreed with my decisions, and have always been compassionate and supportive. I think that that's the kind of person I want to be. I want to be compassionate. I want to be supportive. I want to just be a good guy. And I think I do have friends who are very good people, and I would say that I look up to them quite a lot. This is bordering more on gender-related kind of stuff, but still it's not just about that from this point onwards. Andrea Gibson is another person that I really look up to. Her talent is absolutely phenomenal. I can't watch her a video of her performing on YouTube without being thoroughly moved and at times being brought to tears, because she is just that amazing. I also admire her ability to live life non-binary and not back down to the pressures of the people around her. Obviously, from what I can understand, America is a lot less forgiving in some places than I've ever experienced, and yeah, for her to not back down and to keep being true to herself and being non-binary is amazing. And also the fact that she is a survivor, that's something that, from what I understand, she suffered a lot earlier on in life, and the fact that she can still do something useful even after that is something that I really look up to and admire. I would love to be that strong and talented one day. Similar vein, Cade is a writer who identifies as butch on the internet, and even though not all of the issues that she writes about relate to me, and even though some of them do, but some of them don't, and they are very slightly different, very similar but different, she always manages to move me when she writes. I always feel something reading her pieces, and there have been a couple of times that she's brought a tear to my eye. As far as directly trans-related goes, who I admire there and look up to is any guy that I meet really, or know of, or have watched on YouTube or whatever, who is living life the best way possible. I look up to the people who have, said stuff that I will deal with this and I will be okay. I really look up to those sorts of people. You just have to look at some of the collab channels and the individual channels to see what I mean there. I want that for myself. I want to have a good, comfortable, normal life, and I really look up to those people who already have that. I really want to be that kind of person too. Okay, most people won't admit it, but everybody has a fictional character that they look up to and wish was real and wish they could be like. And for me, that character is the Doctor. Yep, it would be a British TV show, wouldn't it? Yeah, the reason why I look up to the Doctor is because of his love of humanity. That's about it, really. The fact that even when he gets frustrated with people, he recognises the fact that there is no such thing as an unimportant person. There's no such thing as somebody who can't do anything important. I look up to the fact that he believes that wholeheartedly. And the fact that, let's be honest, he is a hero, and I want to be a hero one day. So yeah, that's always going to help. I want to be a hero. But yeah, so that's a list of some of the people that I look up to and admire, and some of the reasons why. Sorry if this video has got a little bit long and a little bit boring, but leave me a comment down there with some of the people that you look up to maybe. Check out my other videos, and I will see you guys soon with a question all about being misgendered and how you deal with it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.